This is the Garmin Index S2 Smart Scale. My authentic first impression is that it looks premium and modern. The glass top is polished, the corners are smooth, and the color display pops more than most bathroom scales I've seen. It's the kind of device that immediately feels like it belongs with a clean, minimalist setup. Then reality hits. It's black glass, and it shows dust and footprints easily. I had to remind myself that pretty glass in a bathroom is a trade-off. Key features that stand out are simple on paper. It measures weight, weight trend, body fat percentage, BMI, skeletal muscle mass, bone mass, and body water percent. It syncs over Wi-Fi straight to the Garmin Connect app, which is the main reason anyone would pick this over a basic scale. The display shows helpful bits like a 30-day weight graph, day-to-day change, and even the local weather. You can create up to 16 user profiles, and the scale is pretty good at knowing who's who by weight range and initials. It runs on 4 AAA batteries, and the stated battery life is up to 9 months. The platform is generous at 12.6 by 12.2 inches and just 1.1 inches tall, rated up to 400 pounds. It supports 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi only and stores multiple networks, which is handy. Before anything else, a quick explanation of BIA, because it matters here. BIA stands for bioelectrical impedance analysis. The scale sends a tiny electrical signal through your feet that estimates body composition based on how easily that signal moves through different tissues. It's painless and fast, but it's also sensitive to hydration, temperature, and algorithm choices. That means these numbers are estimates, not lab-grade measurements, and that's true for most consumer scales using BIA. From my experience gathering owner feedback and tracking how these devices behave over time, the Index S2 nails the basics of weight but struggles with the rest. Weight readings are consistently accurate and line up with trusted references. If all you want is a reliable weight log that auto shows up in Garmin Connect, this scale does that well when the connectivity holds up. The story changes with body fat, muscle mass, bone mass, and body water. In my opinion, the composition numbers feel scattershot day to day. I've seen swings far larger than any realistic change a body could make overnight. That kind of volatility makes it hard to trust the trend, not just the single reading. Some folks flip on athlete mode, which uses a different algorithm for leaner users, but that doesn't consistently solve the erratic behavior. The result is you get a polished screen full of data you want to believe. Yet the data doesn't behave like your body actually does. There is an interesting workaround I've seen repeated by experienced users. If you get a DEXA scan, a clinical test that accurately measures body fat, and then manually enter that body fat number into your Garmin Connect profile, the Index S2's trends can start lining up better over time. It isn't documented by Garmin as a calibration routine, but the reports are consistent. Once the scale has a truthful baseline, the week-to-week changes make more sense. It's not a magic fix, and it requires access to a DEXA facility. But it does hint that the hardware is capable, and the algorithm is the weak link out of the box. Let's talk setup and syncing, because that's the make-or-break experience. You add the scale in the Garmin Connect app, the phone connects over Bluetooth for the initial handshake, and then you put the scale on your 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi. When it all works, you get a green checkmark, and your weigh-ins quietly land in Garmin Connect without you doing anything else. When it doesn't, the pain shows up fast. I've seen repeated cases of the scale refusing to find networks, recording no networks found, or failing to sync after it previously worked. Some owners tie the breakages to software updates. The common fixes are old school: factory reset the scale, remove it from Bluetooth on your phone, remove the device from Garmin Connect, reboot the router, ensure the SSID is 2.4 GHz, and run setup again close to the router. That gets most people back on track, but it doesn't feel seamless. On the daily flow, it's straightforward. Tap to wake, step on barefoot so the BIA electrodes can do their thing, see your weight, confirm your initials, step off, and watch the widgets roll by. If Wi-Fi is happy, you'll see the sync checkmark. I like the weight difference readout because it's an easy way to track hydration shifts after long sessions or hot days. The weather card is surprisingly useful when you weigh in the morning and want to plan clothes or a run. Even if it's a small convenience, design-wise, the scale is sturdy and feels like a premium product. It comes with carpet risers, though BIA scales like this are at their best on a hard, flat surface. The color display is crisp and readable from a natural standing angle. I appreciate that you can customize which widgets show up and in what order. That said, the screen often shows you exactly what the app shows you, without deeper interpretation. If you're used to Garmin's training metrics on their watches, the Scales app view feels pretty basic by comparison. It's more a data mirror than a coach. It's perfect for someone who already lives in Garmin Connect and wants weight captured automatically without pulling out a phone or typing numbers. If you share a scale with family or roommates, the 16-user support with auto recognition is convenient. If you only care about weight and you're okay with the occasional Wi-Fi hiccup that a reset can fix, the convenience is real. I'd recommend this for Garmin users who value a single dashboard over perfect body composition accuracy. If you're serious about body fat tracking, either budget for periodic DEXA scans to anchor the readings or consider a scale and app combo that's known for stronger BIA performance. The black model looks great in photos but needs frequent wiping to stay clean, so the white version may be the more practical pick. In my opinion, the core promise here is ecosystem convenience, not precision analytics. The Index S2 does a fine job as a weight logger with a pretty face and a clean sync path into Garmin Connect when Wi-Fi behaves. The advanced metrics are best treated as rough estimates at best, distractions at worst, unless you give the scale a solid baseline to work from. I also wish the Garmin Connect app added more context, like confidence ranges or actionable suggestions, instead of just reflecting numbers. In conclusion, the Garmin Index S2 is a sleek accessory for Garmin fans that want weight trends delivered to the same place as their runs, rides, and sleep. It's not a lab instrument, and the BIA outputs can mislead if you take them at face value day to day. If you go in with clear expectations, accurate weight, decent trends after calibration, simple daily flow, it can be a satisfying addition to your setup. If you expect reliable body composition without any fuss, you'll likely be frustrated. If this video helped, please subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or your own experience with the Index S2 in the comments. Thank you for watching.